playing with the door. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, I pushed the button. Oh, good night. I'm locking myself in.
So is that the door to the outside, to the aisle?
No, I'm locked in my room now.
So you're okay. So you have a double sliding door that opens into your room. Wow.
Yeah.
I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution. Welcome back to the Dave Palumbo Podcast, and fresh off his trip from Russia is the Ruski himself, Lee Priest. Have you? I thought you were going to defect. A lot of people thought you were not coming back.
I might. Today we shall read from the Russian Pushkin fairy tales.
Is that a takeoff on the German fairy tale book that we usually read?
No, this is actually like all fairy tales from Russia. I got it as a gift. And then, actually, the guy who did one of the interviews with me gave me this beautiful book in a felt case.
Wow.
And it's like, the book weighs, you got to be a bodybuilder to lift the book. But it's all like, it's really nice.
They really, I got to tell you, John and I was saying on After Hours, they really treated you well over there in Russia.
It's got all, the famous places. And I went in that old cathedral there. It's like the very first cathedral that was there. It was built before there was even a city in town, but really a lot of the buildings and that remind me of like around Rome and all that sort of architecture.
Oh, it's very old. It's very old. It's ancient,
Very nice. Now, and I put up a post where I had the guy who did another podcast with me. He had the Australian flag and I held the Russian flag, and you're supporting blah blah blah. I said, listen, and I wrote there, any discussion of the war, you're going to be blocked. This is about athletes from different countries supporting each other. It has nothing to do with the war. And then someone writes, well, going by that standard, when the Germans raised the flag and blah, 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 I said, they can be proud of their country and raise the German flag. They didn't raise the red flag with the swastika on it. It's two different things. And then people go, well, you went to the nice areas of Russia. When you go further out, it's more like this. I said, like every country, I can go to a nice big city in America, and the further you go out, it gets shittier or it gets more barren. You can go to the Appalachians. You can be in Los Angeles and go, oh, what a nice big city. Then you can go down into Compton and go, oh, look at the trash on the streets and shit. It's everywhere in the world, you fucking idiot.
I think the relevance here, Lee, is that what you were in Jane Fonda on the front lines of the battlefield. You were in the gym. So I don't know what people are complaining about.
Because people have to complain. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
That's all it is to it. Look, Lee, you could have gone – pick a country out of the 200, whatever there are. No matter which one you went to, no matter what you picked, wherever you went, some fucking idiot is going to be given something stupid commentary.
That's exactly what I said. It's like when the war started, and I didn't agree that the Russian soccer team wasn't allowed to play in the World Cup finals, or the World Cup, because why punish the citizens and the athletes for what the fucking dickhead politicians get into at wars? And people can't understand that. They go, what? This is what someone goes, Lee, how do you know at them seminars, some of those people in the seminars that train weren't Russian soldiers, and by you being there motivated them to go back to the front lines and kill? I'm like,
you know what?
Good job.
It's three people. It's three people on Instagram that are saying this. It's not It's not 90,000 people that are saying
that's a really important point, Dave, because that was the Bleckman mentality. Remember, he'd send out those surveys. He'd get one back that said, "Well, Jay's neck looked thick on the," or some stupid comment.
Or no, we got
to change all the pictures. We got to change all the photos.
One person,
right? Because of one person.
Like that shirt, John. Are you supporting the war, John, overseas, wearing the American flag on your shirt?
No, I'm supporting Black Rifle Coffee.
Unbelievable, John. No doubt. No, that what I see of that flag and the gun is you're supporting America going into countries and invading, causing wars. That's the mentality.
I'm supporting Everyday Better Hawaii right here with this shirt on, and I know that Lee.
Let me just grab it.
You have yours too, I know. So
what's it? I don't know of this chair.
Everyday Strong, but I think there is a shirt that says Everyday Better. So here, this is the red one. Says Everyday Better.
Is that the one you're sending to me?
Yeah, well, you're supposed to get. I think you were supposed to receive these shirts.
Yeah, I was supposed to get House of Pain shit too. I never get anything.
House of Pain is disappointing me. I'm waiting for shirts.
I've always supported them, but I have look at all of my photos from back. I have always had House of Pain beanies on, House of Pain T-shirts.
That's when the old owner. Now you got Joe Corbett owns it.
It's a brand. I mean, give a brother some recognition, man. I'm loyal.
I like John's shirt, but I raise my shirt.
You actually got that in Russia? They gave it to you?
Yeah, it's like from Tactical.
I gotta tell you a funny story.
This shirt here has a little Russian flag on the sleeve. I raise you again, my shirt, John.
Wow, and that's a real AK-47.
Now here comes the coup de grace. You wear the American flag, and for world peace, I shall wear this shirt.
John, you remember when Eugene Mission used to come into our studio and he would tell us these stories about when he was a kid? They would go looking in the woods for old landmines from World War II, and they would find him, and he'd bring them back to his house. And you never knew when those things would go off or anything like that.
Let's bring a landmine back home and throw it on the kitchen table.
They would find grenades that never ignited, with the pins pulled out and shit like that. They were crazy.
That sounds like me when I found these old bullet ones, and we're down in the creek. That's like a thing, and we're like, let's settle off. So I've got this big metal bar, and I'm banging the fucking my mates run away. I'm still there. All of a sudden, bang, it goes off. And I'm walking back to my friends, and they're like, "Lee, your leg." I'm like, "What?" And I look down, my fucking knees bleeding and shit. A bit of metal went into my knee, so I had to go back home. And my mum's like, "What happened?" I said, "I might have to go to hospital." She goes, "Well, what happened?" I said, "Oh, we're riding the bikes and I fell over on a glass bottle."
I ignited an old artillery shell into my knee.
Yeah, but
my friends are hiding behind this big concrete barrier. Every time I whacked it, they're like, "You missed."
The thing I want to know is what war ever took place in Australia? Where are these shells?
Just from people that own guns and probably food.
Okay.
Now they took all the guns away from people in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
Has there ever been a war in Australia, John?
No, I don't know. I don't. Well, I'm sure.
Well, we had the Japanese invade. Now, remember that movie Australia? The Japanese did.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right.
Like up in Darwin, similar to Pearl Harbor, but
right.
And that's another thing I got to ask the Americans, because I get sick of seeing this Israel-Palestine. I love when they ask the kids too when they're at the protests. So, to the river, to the sea, what river, what sea? And they're like,
I wish I was more educated.
I don't know. And what's a Zionist? They're protesting about shit they have no clue about.
People protest stuff they don't even know what they're protesting. They just want to get up. They just want to protest.
I think it's part of being college age. You have all this. You have all this, sort of energy pent up inside of you, and now you have the freedom to express it because you don't live home anymore.
Right.
And you can adopt the most radical. They just want to belong to a tribe, is what they want to do. They see these people, they're protesting, they're getting on TV, they're breaking shit, lighting shit on fire. That looks like fun. I'm going to go do that too. Because I can say I protested in college like my mother did.
Unfortunately, they don't understand the
ramifications. The thing is, too, I like when the people go to interview them, and they're all hidden with their masks and their shit on. And they're like, "Okay, so what are you protesting?" "We don't talk to the press." It's like, well, you want to get the word out there. You want to get the message out, but you don't want to talk to the press. It's like, what is it you want to do?
So before I let Lee talk about Russia, I was in desperate need of getting some food before I came here, and there was construction blocking entrance to my normal Mexican place. I go to Qdoba's. So I had to go to Wendy's, and I said, you know what? I'll get a double cheeseburger there, but I'll be healthy. I won't get the fries. I'll get they have baked potatoes. And I will say Wendy's is very smart to have the baked potato option. Yeah. That you can get it plain. They said, well, do you want any topping? I said, give me some butter. You guys have real butter? They're like, yes. So I get this. I had to bring this home to show you. It's called Wendy's Buttery Spread. Now, as soon as I heard the word spread, I knew that it wasn't real butter. And I have my reading glasses on for a reason, because it's so the ingredient list is so small in here that I needed my glasses. As a matter of fact, it's so small that even with my glasses, I can't barely read it. I get stuff now, and I got this here when I read bottles and labels. I got this. Yeah, that's what you need. You look like my father with that, Lee. All right. Guess where I went before here? McDonald's. Yeah, I went in honor of the guy from Super Size Me, whoever he died. Yeah, that guy died.
Morgan Spurlock died.
Yes, he did. Morgan Spurlock died, 53 years old.
Cancer. Wasn't McDonald's that killed him? It was cancer.
It was cancer brought on by McDonald's.
I'll say he got it from McDonald's. Yeah, I'm sure.
Wow, how about that? Is to see the only man in history who's ever eaten McDonald's every day for 30 days died of cancer for a month. Right, every day, every meal, every day for 30 days has died of cancer.
If that's the case, David, I better go get checked for cancer.
we better get checked out, because
50% of you have already had cancer.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Hold on a second here. Let's pull this up here. Morgan Spurlock. That was a brilliant idea that he had to do that documentary.
Yeah, he fucking killed him too. Look, 10 years later.
Yeah.
Wow, he looks bad there.
Yeah, I don't know if this is when
I met him at Rick Collins and I met him.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, when we went to the Sundance Film Festival for Bigger, Stronger, Faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Morgan, because that came out like the year after Super Size Me. So
right.
So Morgan Spurlock was there, and we met him, and Chris Bell, of course, introduced us. So it was pretty cool meeting him. But
what was his impetus?
Man, that guy was tall. He was like 6'5". He was one of the tallest people I ever saw.
That's funny.
Crazy. Yeah,
it would have been better if you said I met him in a McDonald's drive-through, John.
Yeah, there you go. I think
the height story wouldn't have been.
So anyway, I got this. I bring this packet here purposely because I want to investigate what the butter. I didn't even open it. The buttery spread. So I'm reading the thing. It says buttery spread, 0 grams of trans fat per serving. I'm like, that sounds healthy, right? Because at least it doesn't have trans fat. I'm thinking
0.999.
It's not butter, but what is it? So I read the ingredient list, and the first ingredient is water. Okay. Which is unusual for a fatty acid spread, right? Because usually water and oil don't mix, right? So you wouldn't think they'd put water in it.
Well, when you whip them, they emulsify.
Plutonium's the next ingredient.
The next ingredient is hydrogenated soybean and hydrogenated coconut oil, which is by definition a trans fat. So the first and second food ingredients other than water are trans fats, yet it says on here 0 grams of trans fat.
There's because let me explain how they do that.
Go ahead and say it. I know it.
It's because the fractional equivalent of how much is in there does not equal 1 gram.
No, it's not 1 serving. There's probably 2 servings in this thing.
No, it doesn't equal 1 gram. So if it's 0.99999, then it's 0 grams because they haven't gotten up to 0 yet. It's still negative.
This just proves that America's gone totally mad. That even your fatsies trains. Okay.
Yeah. Lee, it's worse than that. This is pure trans fat, and it says 0 trans fats per serving.
No, it says 0 grams.
They have the nerve to put that on.
I got one here from McDonald's that says hydro something. This one has non-binary fats.
This one has pansexual fats.
But you know what's so aggravating? Why not? Don't even call it out. Don't even say anything about trans fat. Don't try to portray this as being healthy.
Come on, it's that was like Snackwells with the zero fat. Remember, it was all sugar.
Remember Edamamen's cake.
I know, but John, everyone knows trans fat's terrible for you, and they're actually using it in here and then saying it's not in there.
That is the essence right there in your hand of the legal system.
Oh,
okay. Lawyers do that. It says 0 grams. That is how literal law is. Okay, so if it's 0.999999 grams, it's not 0.
Or it could, they could also pull the old. It's more than one serving in here.
But yeah, it would have to say so on the label.
They could pull the old.
So what?
Believe it's not butter.
Because it's not. But so what they're doing is that amount that's in that package is the weight equivalent of less than 1 gram of trans fat. Legally, because it is not up to 0, they get to say 0 grams because it's not quite 0. Now, if it was 0.1, they would have to say, contains what's the say less than 1 gram of trans fat. But they can say that is how lawyers talk every day. My wife had a case that was decided over a comma.
Are you serious? Oh my
God. A comma made the difference in one side or the other. Okay.
All I know is I haven't swore yet, but the amount of times you've used the word trans in negative connotations, this show's being demonetized. Okay. The little bots are going to pick up on this show, and that's
it. Stop helping them out.
They're very negative.
This is the nutrition facts. So a serving size is 11 grams. Now I don't know how much. I haven't weighed this thing. I suspect that it's probably around 11 grams. So you're right, John. It's 11 grams. Total fat is 6 grams. Saturated fat is 1.0. Trans fat, they listed 0. They don't even have anything after the decimal point. They're lying, John. They're outright lying on this thing.
They should have entered point whatever, right?
No, because
so that's a false.
I was going to tell you why they didn't do that, and this is an important lesson we're teaching you guys. It's not just making fun of Wendy's. In the food industry, they can do. There's a fudge factor of 20% they can get away with, so they can lie and say there's nothing in there, 0, and still get away with it because it's like you said, it's so low that it's like we can make it. We can round down to 0.
Right. No, well, not the rounding down. It's that it hasn't climbed up to 0. Because technically,
no, because they have 0. They have 0.0. They could,
but that's obviously wrong because the first 2 ingredients are trans fats. So
no, I know, but so it might be 0.8 or point.
Right. But what I'm saying is it is not up to 0. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I'm saying when you're under 0, under 1, they can
round
down and just say it's 0. That's what they're doing.
That's exactly because it's not upright.
This is the difference between Dave and Lee. Dave gets his baked potato in the butter and turns into fucking Einstein. I get the baked potato and butter. I fucking shove it on there and just eat it and go, wasn't that delicious?
No, I didn't eat it. I didn't eat the butter.
You would have been better off with the sour cream.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. But then I get the lactose problem. But there's probably no milk in there. There's probably no milk in there anyway. So it's probably some other like artificial something or another.
So do you have the lactose issue with cheeses too?
Not as bad as I can get away with some cheese. It seems like I guess when it goes into cheese form, maybe I think the bacteria fermented a little bit. So
I was wondering because they take the whey out of it.
I mainly get it from milk, ice cream, and yogurt.
Yeah, ice cream kills me tremendously.
Oh,
you get the lactose-free ice cream in the supermarket, John, that has the first ingredient's milk. So I mean,
but it's still why is all the thing you go to my grocery store. He's like 4 liters of the Neapolitan ice cream or whatever by Streets, $2.50. You want the healthy protein ice cream with a lactose in that, you get like half a liter, $9. I'm like, what?
Well, what I mentioned on the Ask Dave show this week, and I don't know if you guys, John, this is probably something you know because you're up on all these inventions, but have you tried the Ninja Creamy?
No, I have not.
The Ninja Creamy makes ice cream. And you can take like Isolyze or Protolyze and put it in there and make protein ice cream out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Colette told me about it. She said it's like the most unbelievable invention. She's calling it the greatest invention of the 21st century.
Or you could just make a protein shake of Isolyze and put it in the fucking freezer and get it out.
No, it churns it. It churns it. Yeah.
Too much trouble. My mum used to get bread makers and ice cream makers. She uses them once and goes, "There's too much trouble."
Well, you know what? I guarantee you, someone will send it to one of those for you for free. Just put it out there that you're looking for one, and then you'll get one. I guess.
Looking for a Ninja Creamy people.
Well, I used to actually have an ice cream maker that you put in the freezer.
Right.
And it had a cord that came out when you plugged it in.
This
yeah, but you could put anything in there and it would turn it into like soft serve.
You know what I actually found the other day? I was going through some old boxes and I found my old Spider-Man suits and that. But under the Spider-Man suits, I hit jackpot. My old big plastic thing where you put the ice in and grind it to make a snow cone.
Snow cone maker.
Yeah,
everybody had a snow cone maker.
Yeah, you know, I actually found one of those and I got it for my kids when they were younger. To turn that thing to break the ice up. You put a hole in your hand trying to push that thing down, like trying to get the ice to chop up.
Yeah, but wasn't that great though? We used to get in the summertime and at the beach on Long Island at Jones Beach, and they have that giant cone full of ice, and they pour that syrup.
Unless you're a cheap bastard that only give you a little bit of syrup like that, it just tasted like coloured ice. There was no flavour. Some people went cheap on the syrup.
Now, the ones at Jones Beach were
my kids went to Disney on Ice, and they were making those snow cones in this like Disney character cup, and the ice was like this high, and they must have put 1,000 grams of sugar syrup. And my kids,
what about when you go to some of those places and you get the cotton candy and they're doing it in the thing, and they give you a big thing like this big? I was like,
yeah, I know. But my daughters are like, you know, they were little, and they had this big thing. The ice was all over them. They're all blue. Their whole face was blue from licking the ice cream, whatever thing stuff, the crushed ice. It was hysterical. It was the biggest.
I just want to shout out to congratulations. The Trump rally in the Bronx, very good. It's driving the liberals nuts. Well done, Trump.
Where did he go in the Bronx?
The Bronx.
The Bronx. What part did he go?
In the Bronx. Wait, there was the best spin I've ever heard, and I'm going to get this wrong because I don't remember it absolutely correctly, but one of the liberal commentators was talking about the Michael Cohen embezzlement where he actually committed a crime greater than the crime that Trump is being charged with, larceny, by embezzling $60,000, and he called it what did he call it? A readjustment or something, a readjustment of his bonus or something. And he's like legitimized embezzlement by saying it was a clerical readjustment of his. What about that readjustment of my own money? Come on.
What about the judge after all this trial and going on? That last witness, the guy who, talked to Cohen and that, because he rolled his eyes, the judge kicks everyone out of the courtroom. But then normally at the end of a trial, give it to the jury. You can go home for 8 days.
Right.
Yeah,
8 days that they're not going to talk to anybody about it, not see anything on TV, not comment, not listen to anybody commenting on it. They're home for Memorial Day weekend, and nobody's going to be talking about it at the barbecue.
The whole thing's a joke, isn't it? That's the biggest joke.
What sucks though, Lee, for all of us is that anybody seeing this, I mean, okay, I get it. A lot of people hate Trump. Most of them are in New York. They're probably all on the jury. He's probably going to get convicted. But the fact that they can do that when this is obviously made up, there's nothing real about it. It's completely conjured up.
Crime.
Their expert witness admitted to committing a crime against him worse than the crime he's being charged with. They haven't even charged him with the crime yet. Right. Okay, so I mean, but the point is if you were on that jury, you would have to you legitimately would have to hold the hate aside for a second and say, what if it were me? What if it were me sitting in that witness stand or that defendant table? Okay, where everything stacked against me was a fraud. How would you feel about that? Would you feel good about being an American at that point in time? Subject to this legal system and its and its supposed fairness. I mean, how would you feel about that?
What about when they've asked Cohen, are you making money from this? You're going to make money from this? Yes. He's selling the T-shirts. Right. He's doing the thing. He's shopping that TV show around, The Fixer.
Oh, The Fixer. Yeah, that's going to go a lot.
Him too about the thing was doing when they asked him, did you lie and perjure? Did you take money? Yes. It's like, I'm thinking, how can you even have this guy as a witness? He's like the worst.
Lee, I just said it. That crime of embezzlement is called larceny in New York. Yeah. And that is worse. That is 2 levels worse of a crime than the crime that Trump has allegedly been charged with.
And what about the liberal media?
Allegedly, because he hasn't been charged with a crime yet.
Yeah.
What about
but mishandling documents is a misdemeanor?
What about when some of the Republicans come to support him and now the view and everyone's like, this is Trump's plan because he can't speak. He's got all these people to come in and they're speaking about the trial.
Dave is squirming in his chair now because we're talking politics.
No, I do want to promote the appearance we'll be making in 4 weeks.
Yeah, our show
on June 21st and 22nd in Alabama at the Renaissance. There, at the Renaissance Hotel in Alabama,
Montgomery, Alabama, y'all.
Yep. So, guys, you're going to come see us. You better book your trip and get your hotel room. And if you're going to drive, make sure you drive in. We'll be there Friday, all day Friday and Saturday. And
how big do I need to make the cross for our s'mores?
For what?
Oh, there goes Lee again. First Russian.
Man. So, Lee, when do you get there?
Well, I'm not sure because I'm going over.
I thought you were getting early. No?
Well, I'm going over for that expo in Tennessee on June 8th, and they're still trying to coordinate with with Gym Reapers because I think they wanted to take me now to Phoenix to do stuff for that. And when I finish that, I'll probably be in Alabama, maybe on like the 6th. I'll be there early in Alabama, so I'll be able to rally all the people together.
I'll be there earlier too. So you're going to be there the 6th? No, not the 6th. What date?
Well, I'm going to be in the States from roughly the 7th to the 24th.
Okay, so you'll probably be there. What, the 17th is the Monday? Would you be there by then or after?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because
I'll be there Thursday the 20th.
After the 8th,
I get there Friday the 21st.
I'm only going to be with Gym Reapers for a couple of days.
Right.
Then I'll be heading to Alabama. Maybe I'll try to get to a Trump rally while I'm there.
If you do, Lee, don't drink any water the entire day before the rally because you can't go pee.
Lee, there is a pro division there, and there's men's physique. Would you consider doing that?
My comeback?
Yeah.
No,
there's a master's.
No,
Lee, there's a master's.
Because as I am now known as Leanne, I'll be doing the wellness.
There's no wellness. There's fitness and figure. And
you mean I've built up my fat ass and legs for nothing?
I think you should do men's physique.
I get some nice Billabong board shorts.
Yeah, come on, man.
Do I have to shave? I don't want to shave.
Yeah, you have to shave and you have to get tan. They'll have to spray tan you.
Those fuzzy triceps are not going to.
How much traffic would we get if Lee Priest went out there in the men's physique masters division at this Alabama show?
Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
It would be better than Tyson fighting Jake
with all of us working his corner. Are you kidding me? It would be.
Come on, man.
It would be the best.
I'm good at losing weight, Dave, but 4 weeks to lose all this fat, I'm not that good.
You better start dieting right now. It's starting.
Now. Arnold came back after 5 years and wasn't in very good shape and won an Olympia. You know.
That's right. He had no legs.
Lee qualifies for the Olympia in men's physique.
Lee, we'll pay off the judges or something. I mean, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll throw a bribe their way. Yeah, come on, man.
I'm gonna go rally my friends in the South to be standing outside with their guns.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from?
Who did the balloons?
I didn't do that, Lee. I did not do that.
I just went like that and balloons come up.
Oh man, you must have. Somebody's listening to us.
God, that's weird. I did not do that.
Rally party. Where that?
Wait, what did he say that set them off?
I said I'm going to rally my friends in the South to be outside with their guns.
Where the fuck did those balloons?
I don't know, man.
That was bizarre.
Yeah, that was bizarre as hell.
I don't think there's any.
Do people have the people watching this commenting have the ability to send?
No, John, we're not doing this live. We're taping.
We're not. We're taping this.
Maybe the KGB infiltrated my phone while I was in Russia.
Huh.
I don't see any new features here that I'm not aware of.
That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What hand signal did I do? I went like that.
Maybe you said a word. Did you say like congratulations or happy birthday or something like that?
Congratulations, happy birthday, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
When you send an instant, like a text. Sometimes when you say congratulations, you get like all these fireworks and shit.
Yeah. Congrats.
Yeah. So tell us about the trip to
Wait,
Russia.
before the Russia, I want to hear about the airplane.
That's part of the whole trip.
That was.
I was going to say.
I took, because my mum loves gifts. I took everything off the plane, the pajamas and something.
You had pajamas they gave you?
Yes, very nice ones. Like ones that have this like funny neck that crosses like this.
Did you actually put them on?
And I took these nice leather-bounded books with their pens that they give you because your desk out in front of the TV. So I took all these books. I got a few of them.
Did you even sleep?
A little bit, but not much. I was too busy playing with stuff on the plane.
John, I was too busy
showering. I was too busy showering. You see how big the shower was. And
you showered there?
I'm washing and I'm shaving in the shower. I said at this point, what happens like that plane? So if I hit fucking turbulence, then I'm in the fucking shower. I mean, the shower would almost be bigger than some hotels I've been in. You walk in and it's long like this. You got all your amenities here. Like I took nearly all the fucking razors and shaving cream and combs and stuff.
John, how do they have enough water to do a shower there? How do they?
Well, don't they limit you to 5 minutes or something like that?
But then you can push the button again to start it again. But then I also got they gave us. This is like here's here's the pajama top. I'll grab this for you. I'm going to give it to my stepfather. Look, now this is
they spent $20,000 to get Lee a ticket on that thing.
Look at this nice pajama.
So you flew from where? You flew from Australia?
The pajama top.
That's beautiful.
It's nice, real soft material.
So you flew from Australia to where? Saudi Arabia, and then from there
Dubai.
to Dubai. And then Dubai to Saudi Arabia. Dubai to Moscow.
And not only do you get like all the other stuff, then they all the amenities, but then they give you one of these to take as well. Nice leather.
Did you get caviar?
Yeah, and then in this you got all your shavers and shaving cream and soaps and all that as well. Well, look, anything that wasn't nailed down in that plane, I took it, don't you?
It's $20,000 round trip. I'm looking it up right here, John.
Yeah. And I tell you, the food on the plane, like the steak, the beef medallions and the desserts and that. And then I went down and you sit in the lounge area, like the bar area where they got the nice couches and the bar.
Yeah. They have that too?
Were there other people there?
Wait, whoa, back up. So you have that apartment room, the hotel room, and there's also a lounge?
Yeah.
Who was in the lounge? Was there anyone there?
There's some other people drinking away, but I went down there.
So it's like a bar with couches and seats.
It's like a proper bar.
Elise and I took it. We did it. We were drinking wine. We were drinking Malbec.
Hold on, Dave. I might still have it. I might disappear for a second. I might still have the video at the bar. Hold on.
So, and it was upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
Holy shit.
Elise and I, we were eating caviar and wine. We were having.
It'd be almost worth it to blow $20,000 on a trip on a ticket like that.
But the good thing about the bar was you go down there. Not only do they have all the drinks or any drinks you want, they got all the stuff here. So they got
Lee's probably getting Diet Coke, John. He doesn't even take it. Oh no, you drink sometimes. You drink, right?
But no, I was too busy eating all the cheesecakes they had.
Why is your reception so terrible now?
Is it?
Yeah, it's horrendous.
It looks normal to me. I'm on Wi. No. I took Wi-Fi off.
That's probably why.
No, I'm on G. I'm on 5G.
That's better. So there's your hotel room in the plane and a separate bar lounge.
Yeah, area. And then the big shower and toilet and hair dryers and fucking.
Do you have your own shower, or do you have to use?
No. Yeah, but I think because up in first class, there's only probably, I think there's only like 12 big first class suite things where you can close doors and open the doors. And I'm going up and eat. And
Do you have your own? Do you have your own shower? Or you got to share that with someone.
You got to share it, but they go in and clean it like straight away, and they come around and say, "Excuse me, Mr. McCutcheon, what time would you like to shower so I can schedule you?"
Oh, I see how it works.
Oh, so they set it up for you.
Now, what about the bedroom? You have your own room, though, right?
Yeah. And then when you go, and the thing I had to wear too, good thing I had my socks on.
Yeah.
The floor in the shower toilet area is that heated. It was burning my fucking feet.
Really? Oh, it's warm.
Now, could you eat as much as you wanted to? Could you order food?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I had, this steak medallion was like a nice big chunk of like big beef, or the mashed potato, vegetables, and then you can have salad and shrimp or fish, and then all the desserts. And
were there any people like banging each other like up there? I mean, is like people having sex in these little suites?
I'm sure they do.
Well, you could, because I think the middle ones you can put the wall down in between. It becomes a double suite, so it'd be easy.
Oh.
But it's the door doesn't go all the way to the roof, so they could probably look over like that.
So it's not really separate. So you would hear them having sex if they were there.
Oh, you feel quiet. You might be able to have a little quiet.
Lee had one of those couples probably said, "Can you bang my wife?" Right?
I said, I'm too busy masturbating myself in the Mile High Club party of one.
So how do they separate? So if there's two of you, do you stay? Are you in the same room, or do they have? How do they get the extra bed?
Well, they have like a big partition thing here, but it goes so there's joins.
Oh, so you have an adjoining suite.
Mm.
What? So now do they come in and like set your bed up for you and everything?
Yes. They said, "Would you like to set your bed?" I'm like, "No, it's okay. I can do it."
So do you have like a separate flight attendant just to you?
They get a really nice big thin mattress they lay over your thing and do the sheets. And
did you see the hearts that just went by?
No, I didn't see that.
You
just went like, how did do that? Yeah, and then a whole bunch of hearts floated by.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know how.
Maybe it's StreamYard that's doing it. What the?
Because he went like this.
This will do something.
I don't know. It's something freaky's going on over there.
I know, it's pretty weird. You got to pay attention to this shit.
Did you get the text I just sent you of the bar area? I feel
yeah, put that up.
I did it.
So also drink. You can drink as much as you wanted to, eat as much as you.
And they had like the proper fancy stuff there, not just beer, and that they had the proper fancy fucking.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's expensive.
Like Johnny Walker Blue Label.
You got like top shelf liquor?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, your wife probably was pissed off that she didn't get to go with you.
Well, that's the thing. I brought her home. I got her these like limited edition tequila bottles and tequila.
They would have if his wife was there, John, they would have broke the record for how much alcohol consumed probably.
Are you inferring that Lee's wife likes to drink?
No, but she gets him to drink. That's the whole thing. He'll drink a whole quart of vodka, with her.
Now, is your wife coming with you to the?
No, she doesn't like to travel. Imagine that though. If I got that drunk on the plane, it's a good thing on the plane I wear Velcro, but I don't have shoelaces. So that's
imagine if they would have opened his suite door and he would have pushing
the flight attendant button. Where can I tie this off to? Have you got anywhere I can tie this off?
Which one of these buttons calls the hooker?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? For that price, maybe one of the flight attendants might be like
$25,000 for this ticket. I better get a hooker.
Pretty soon, though, like John said, they'll just have a sex robot that comes in and takes care of you.
When you go,
walks out of the closet, asks you what you want.
Less legal ramifications of that, John. Right?
Yep. You don't have
hygiene
issues.
They got the floor mat. They got the towel set up for you. They got the robe, and then I'm thinking, and as I'm sharing, I'm thinking, I wonder if there's fucking cameras in here so I can see what you're actually doing.
I always think that in a plane. There's spying on you somehow. It's like
even when I go to the toilet,
disabling
on the plane,
smoke
detectors.
detectors.
I'm like, is this a two-way mirror? I'm like,
I don't know about disabling the smoke detectors. I used to go in there back in the day and disable the smoke detector and take a couple hits off a joint and then plug it back in. But I guess they had figured that out by now, and they have some kind of circuit that sets off an alarm.
Well, now you can vape it, right? Vaping.
Now you vape it. They can't do anything about that.
Can you get the vape pen on the actual plane?
They said no, but I had one in my pocket on the last time Oh,
did you really?
Pocket of my backpack.
And it's the thing I love too when you go through the security. It's like I see people where they're like, Do you have any nail files? They take them off you and all this shit. But when you get into first class, they give you the nicest metal cutlery, sharp knives and forks and shit. I'm like, why did you take my nail file off?
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, if you're going to sabotage the plane, you're going to go first class, right? I mean, right? That's the last.
And why wouldn't you? Because let's just say you're a suicide bomber. You can put it on your credit card. You don't care about paying it off because boom.
Right. No, unfortunately.
The video I took at the bar, I didn't take a good video because I didn't want it to look like I was videoing people.
Everyone knew you were. Everyone probably videos that, unless you're like, hold on, let me see. Do I have to play the audio or no?
I can turn it down. No.
Okay. All right, hold on. Here we go. Let me pull this up here.
That's probably just the day flight attendant telling me how sexy I am.
Was the flight attendants hitting on you? The males?
No.
All right, hold on.
They couldn't do enough for you, though. There you go. There's some of the bar.
So that's the bar. Oh, cool.
There's the bar over there, that part there. And there's people standing around the bar, and there's snacks in this area here. And there's more seats on the other side over there. But
did they think you were like some kind of celebrity, like athlete?
And they probably just thought I'm just some rich drug dealer bikie with tattoos up in
At least when he's honest, yeah. He doesn't try to portray himself as anything other than what he is. Yeah.
Right.
The video doesn't do it justice, but it looks a lot bigger. It goes over the other side. Then you got all the and the chocolates too. It's like the real top-notch chocolates.
Yeah. From what?
And everything was top-notch.
Swiss chocolate?
Yeah, but even the first-class lounge you go in before the plane, the amount of food I ate in there, because you can just order anything. You can get all the steak you want there and all the desserts. And I filmed some of that. It was on my Instagram somewhere. I was having breakfast. Even at breakfast, they had the dessert.
So how long were you actually on the plane?
14 hours and another 5.5 hours.
Same plane?
Same big 380, the big one.
But you had to change room. You had to change rooms.
Yeah. I got a new room to mess up on the next flight. And guess what? Because you had to change planes, you get another set of pajamas and more.
You were first class on both of them? Wow.
Everything that wasn't there. And then you're on the side of your room here, you push a button. Right. First, you got the big iPad control thing here that controls the big TV and thing, or your seats and shit that does everything. And then beside that, you got another button. Like it's on my Instagram where you push it, and the thing opens up, and the lid opens up, and you have like a bar that comes up on the side up beside you here.
I'll say one thing: you had very good internet connection the whole time you were there, because you were. I mean, it was like you were in a hotel room. You know,
it was good, but like I said, I tried to come on the live show with us, but I think when you go on video wise, it didn't work as good. But texting, talking, and looking at Instagram and that you could, but live video feeds, it was a bit choppy.
Yeah. Hold on. Is this the food? Hold on.
I took some food.
Was that on the plane?
Oh my God, that looks great.
Oh no, that was in the VIP lounge before the plane. That was my snacks before I got on the plane.
I got news for you. I would go to this appearance over there just for the plane flight alone.
I'm telling you, it's an experience.
To get Russia, the plane flight was more enjoyable than the whole.
This was my breakfast day before I got on. This was.
Lee, you must have been so stuffed.
I was a bit. I was thinking, Lee, don't eat
what you got on the plane. So then you went
that one there, yeah, that's the little bar thing I'm playing with on the side. That's like on the side, yeah. But that's some of the part of the room there, yeah.
So you had a TV in there, and
that's another little cosmetic. Oh, that's where I stole the book from. That little thing that pops out.
Were you watching movies in there?
Yeah, I was watching everything in there. And then
what did you see? What did you watch?
Oh, I just watched the old stuff that I've seen before. John Wick. Then I watched some other one.
So that's like a seat that reclines into a bed.
Yeah, it goes all the way down and slides up under that thing there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. And they come and do that for you. They're like turn down service.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they turned into a bed.
Wow.
Yeah, there's another video where I closed the door there, I think, up further. Is that it? Where I'm playing with the door. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, I pushed the button. Oh, good night. I'm locking myself in.
So is that the door to the outside, to the aisle?
Now I'm locked in my room now.
So you're okay. So you have a double sliding door that opens into your room. Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh yeah, I'm going good.
I'm so, John, I got to tell you, I'm so jealous of this that he got.
All right, get on the phone to Bader. We want to do an appearance at Oxygen Gym, and he's got to fly us.
I hope, Michelle from Alabama, are you watching this?
Yeah, he's got to fly us.
We got to fly someplace far to enjoy it, John.
Right. Well, you got Emirates first class. So where does Emirates go?
Dubai,
Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Moscow.
This is the breakfast buffet.
Oh, you must have been in heaven with all those desserts there. Forget about it.
I said, who has desserts at breakfast? And I thought to myself, I do.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that raspberry thing in the corner. Wow, that looks good.
I didn't know which one to eat, so I had to eat them all.
Damn, that looks good, Lee.
And then I get on the plane, they say, here's your menu. What would you like for breakfast? And I'm like,
They probably do that on purpose so they don't have to carry so much shit on the plane.
oh,
Figure they stuff you in the lounge.
Now, what's this right here? Is this? Did you shoot that in Moscow or no?
That's Red Square.
I mean, did you take that video or no?
I don't think I took that one. No, I did take photos there. There's lots of photos I took there.
So did they take you to restaurants, to dinners and stuff like that? What was that like?
All the good restaurants they took me to. And
how was the food?
That's like at the front of the hotel there. There's a couple of pictures I took where it shows the sky at like 3:30 in the morning and it's already light out.
Oh, why is that? Because you're so far north. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it was perfect to go out early. And I put up pictures at a gym. That the gym was. Hold on, I don't think I said. Yeah, I'm going to send you these photos at a gym, Dave, because you won't believe the gym in Moscow, the one I went in. That's
How was the weather?
Beautiful,
19 degrees.
Wow.
2019. Here's the gym I trained in. They gave me a free membership. I'm going to send you.
It's like a castle. That's a gym.
What was your favorite part of the whole trip? Don't say the flight, because that would be my answer. But what was your favorite part?
I'll just say, pretty much all of it. The people were very friendly, very respectful, and it's funny. Even walking around Red Square and all those things, it's like people do a double take because they'll be walking and they go, "Lee Priest in Russia."
Oh, that's so funny.
But I got the question all the time. Did you see all the amount of people that are at the seminar there too?
Yeah, I see. Did you drink a lot of vodka while you were there?
None. Go back to my page. Scroll up, I think. Or down.
Was there?
Yeah, we got on great. We're at the contest and we're communicating via Google Translate.
How was the food, Lee?
Oh, very good. Oh, the thing is, the food over there, because Putin is against biochemical engineering, all that sort of shit, it's actually like food should be and should taste.
So is the population overall pretty fit or pretty, lean?
No, I didn't really. When I was there and I walked a lot of places, I went to a lot of places, I hardly saw many obese people. Hardly.
Wow. Everybody seemed pretty fit.
They're all drinking alcohol. That's why, John.
That's Red Square.
No, they're eating good unprocessed food.
Yes, unprocessed food, right.
That's around the city part there, down near the river where I went for a walk down there, and
it's like Biden's trying to do backflips over the fact that he lowered the price of insulin. Why don't you lower the instance of diabetes? How about that?
Trump did that, John, not Biden.
Yeah. No,
Trump lowered the cost of insulin. That was his.
Biden's taking.
That's where people go, well, Lee, you're in part of the city. Of course, it's nice. The further out you go, it gets a bit worse. I'm like, that's the same in any country. It gets worse.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Go to the Appalachians in America or go somewhere else. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, you didn't see the real thing. Oh, shut up. People were, like I said, no one there talked about the war. No one there was. They were just happy that. Oh, that's where I got a free tour about 11 o'clock at night. The Orthodox priest, because my friend knows him, took us into that. That's the first little cathedral that was built in Moscow. So they took me inside there.
Were you impressed with the bodybuilders there and the gyms? I mean, how did that?
The contest I went to has been the biggest ever. I said, thank you, Lee, for bringing all the people in. Over 700 competitors, and I didn't see one of them. Now, how's this? Because I was backstage and I was looking around. I didn't see one out of shape. But, generally you see, God, this guy shouldn't be on stage. I mean, I've seen some of the most ripped, hardest people, like freaky people I've ever seen.
Wow.
So many people at the seminar can we do this pose? Can we do this pose?
That's what you're famous for, Lee. Telling everyone
Well, go back. You almost said where the seminar is. There's like a TV screen because they played a video of me first before I walked on stage. I said, thanks for having me, but I don't know why you'd want an old guy here who talks fucking shit. Yeah, that one there, the video. See the screen?
Oh, hold on.
Down one.
Oh,
and that's at the contest. That's at the contest. Go back.
No.
The video, right? Yeah. And that's the beginning of the seminar. They're playing that. And I said, when I got on stage, I said, thanks for putting that up. I said, look at me, young, no tattoos. Now I look like an old piece of shit. And the thing was,
Did they translate that properly?
Yeah, the thing is, everyone in the audience, like the couple of hundred people, they all had the ear things in and a little pack thing. So the guy off to the side to translate, as I'm talking, he's simultaneously telling them, so everyone could hear. Everyone could hear what I was saying. I think I put up some pictures if you scroll across after that, didn't I, of the crowd?
It's hard, you know what? It's hard to give a seminar when you have to wait for the person to translate everything. I've done it before.
Yeah, but he did it like, I mean, he was doing it simultaneously. So as I'm talking, he's telling the people, so they're hearing it straight away.
Lee, were you just answering questions, or did you have like a little speech?
I gave it like a little quick rough thing because I said, look, I don't like sitting up here going on talking shit about myself. I'll give you a quick 2-minute rundown when I started, and then I'm just going to leave it up to you to ask the question. So it went for about 2 hours or so of just non-stop questions, and they're really good. And a lot of them were like, were you scared to come here? And I said, look, I don't believe the propaganda and shit on that Sergey. He was a real nice guy, that guy. We did a great 2-hour interview where we barely talked about bodybuilding, just talked about stuff in general and life. And
did they give you drugs to take while you were there? Were you on juice? Yeah.
No, they didn't give I wanted anything.
Yeah.
And then I got this off another guy I did an interview with. This was like blessed from an Orthodox priest. I said, shit, put it on, I might turn into dust.
I was going to say, you look very big there. Were you taking a little babanya before you headed over there?
That's food from the plane and eating.
It's glycogen loading from the air.
He looks very big, John. Very suspicious.
That's Emirates glycogen loading right there.
Yeah.
Very suspicious.
Go back a bit to the other one because there's like I showed pictures from the crowds, and I mean it was just like non-stop.
There's good Vito again.
Yeah, that's what he wrote on his page there. I think that was a story, whatever he wrote up there.
Yeah. He should have been at the New York Pro winning.
I think he said he's going to have a year off, and that was the interview over here I did where I'm signing the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's pictures there, like different ones where I was in the gym. And
it seems like lately you've been very, very popular, Lee. You've been doing all kinds of appearances and endorsements. What's going on? Are you having like a renewal or something like that?
In the midst of a renaissance.
I don't know, because even when they asked me to go there, I'm thinking, you want to see me? I'm like old and washed up.
No, you know what it is now. You know what it is. Lee was the first guy to ever be extreme.
Yeah.
Okay. In our sport,
he was Rich Piana before he was Rich Piana.
Right. He was the first extremist. Now that he opened the door for that, and we've got so many more people now with tattoos on their heads and muscles and everything that Lee put out there. That Lee, it's not odd anymore. So now you get into like, who is this guy? And you really, wow, he's a really interesting dude. Let's invite him over here
one guy,
and talk about his shit.
They probably got the videos at the seminar. The first time, like the huge crowd, there's this young kid down the front with his father, and you can tell he's like this, and he had a magazine. I think it was like an MD one, and he's like opening it up, and I could see the pictures of me. I said, stop doing that, you're depressing me, and he's laughing. And he's just sitting there, he's all shy, and he asked me a question about, I'm not sure if he had a bit of autism, or he was really shy, and his father was talking about his son being an introvert, and what should he do? I said, listen, I was a shy person, and sort of stuff. I said, look, just be yourself if people don't like it. Because I said, I know what it's like if you're introverted and people are having a conversation, you don't want to get involved because you think what you say could sound stupid. And then I said, but you know what, just try to be happy within yourself. I said, I see you got the magazine. Do you want me to sign it? He's like, I said, come up here on stage. So he comes up with the magazine. He's like, there he goes, oh, thank you. I don't know, saying he's sort of trembling. I think it's like 17, 18. Yeah. I said, look, I know what it's like. I said, you need to, just be yourself, focus on something.
John, you know what probably happened? He's like, can you sign this? And Lee was opening it to his page. He's like, no. And he's flipped it. And then he gets the Valentino article. He's like,
no,
aren't
you're ruining my nice story.
Aren't you rambling freak? You're a rambling freak, right?
You're ruining my nice story. So I was telling him, just be yourself and be happy. Sorry. And when you're having a down day, I said, here, look at this and focus on this. So I took my nice watch off and I gave it to him.
Oh, you did? Wow. Which one was it? Which one was it?
The nice big metal S4 watch, the nice black and silver one.
Wow. That was very nice of you.
That was pretty cool.
And then as he's leaving the stage, I said, listen, I better not fucking see that on eBay tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Are you kidding? You're going to have to pry it out of his cold, dead hands. He's never letting go of that.
Oh, yeah. That was
in his eyes, and his father's like, oh, thank you.
That was a very nice gift.
Unless they're going to buy groceries.
See, Russians don't have a lot of emotion. They were probably way more thrilled about it than they let on to believe. But I guarantee when they got home, they were going nuts. Probably, I'm sure.
Hey, there's a couple of my good zinger jokes I told at the seminar went over their head. They're like, huh? even when I talked about
in translation, it doesn't translate.
You got to worry about translation.
Especially when they're talking about dating female bodybuilders, what was it like and stuff. And I mentioned about the big clitoris almost poking my eye out, and they sit there like.
Yeah, I don't think they caught that one, Lee. They probably
because the guy probably translated it to penis. That's why.
They probably thought he was telling some gay story, right?
Well, then some young kid was like,
"You know what Eugene told us about gay people, right? They put them in jail there. They don't like."
When I was over there, I said that. I said, "You don't see many."
They don't like gay people over there. They hate gays.
I spoke to the majority of them. They said, "Listen, we don't hate them, but they said that type of stuff. It's like the old days." If you're gay, that it's kept in the bedroom, it's not thrown in your face. Yeah. I said, so you don't have the pronouns and all that. He goes, it doesn't go.
No, they make Eugene told us they make a lot of gay jokes over there, but they don't like gay. They don't like the gays. They throw them.
Did you get the photo? I texted you those photos at a gym, Dave. Quickly have a look at them. I sent you.
Hold on. You emailed them or you texted them?
I texted them to you.
You should just email. It'll be easier.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So fucking hell. Oh, well.
You sent me 15 pictures. I'm not doing all these pictures. Like if you want to email them to me, I'll pull them up. The gym's very nice. I'll leave it at that.
Hold on, let me email it quickly.
So did they invite you back, Lee? Are you going back?
Oh yes, they have invited me back.
Can you get him to fly the whole RxMuscle crew?
Have him pull a Michelle and get us all out there.
John, Dave, and I would like to come visit on Emirates.
Yes, first class on Emirates.
Yeah, John and I could leave from the same port, so we could be cabin mates or something like that.
But the thing is that these people, like I said, the amount of money, and you know, when I got picked up in the taxis over there,
right?
I'd say
Mercedes.
90% of the taxis were Mercedes Maybach.
Yeah, they're Mercedes.
Maybachs,
yeah.
Wow. Well, they were sending cars for you. That's why they were doing that purposely to impress you.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's not a typical. Now,
that's not your common Uber in Moscow. Yeah. Is it Maybach?
I had the Maybachs, the Audis.
In Germany, everything is a BMW and Mercedes.
I did hop in one yellow and black type cab, and it was still a nice new Mercedes.
Yeah.
How
affluent was the city and what in areas where you were?
There was not one homeless. There wasn't one piece of trash on the streets. I mean, it's probably one of the cleanest cities I've actually been in.
That's what Tucker Carlson said the same thing when he went there.
Same thing. Yep. He said the same exact thing.
And then people go too, well, you wouldn't want to live there because they're so strict. I said, you know what? I don't mind if the police or the laws are a bit strict, because look at our countries where criminals go in and out, because jails here in Australia and prisons are like a day camp. They get all the food. I said, I bet if you go to prison in Russia, you don't fucking want to go back. So it's like any other country here, it's like, oh, I don't care if I go back. So sometimes having a little bit of strictness and laws isn't a bad thing.
No.
I like the way the cops act out there. There was this meme floating around Facebook of these two Russian cops in the airport, and they're trying to question this cross-dressing, emo, pansexual, whatever they non-binary, whatever, and it is acting all non-compliant, pulling away from him. Finally, one of the Russian cops just gets sick of this whole thing. He reaches into his sock and pulls out a fucking haymaker that he threw over his head and pummels this guy. He hit him so hard. That guy went down like that, splat on the ground. And they get, handcuff him and drag him away. And I'm like, that's how it should be done.
Yeah, that's the entrance to the gym there. That was the entrance to the gym.
Oh, that was?
That's the entrance?
Yeah.
That's nice. Club. It looks like a hotel.
Or a night.
They even got a DJ set up in there.
Wow.
That's the cardio area.
Yeah, this looks like a nightclub. John's right.
That's the DJ platform there.
Do the women training dress like hookers like they do here?
Well, they dress in tights and that, but not as bad. That's the boxing area.
John, everyone copies the United States. You know that. At the end of the day, they all get their ideas from us, and then they make it better.
Exactly.
This gym here was just like 400 meters from the hotel. They gave me a free membership there. So,
wow.
And I got to say, Lee, you got so hooked up over there. I've never in my life have seen anything like it. Tremendous.
That is a beautiful gym. Look at that.
Yeah, the lighting is good.
It's incredible. There's nobody there training, but I mean, it's
that's because I got there when it first opened early.
You know him. He wakes up at 4 a.m. So it's
Russians like this. Like the earliest they got to bed was midnight. So for me, I'm like, oh, fucking hell,
Do they like to stay up late? The Russians?
Oh, they stay up late.
Do they? They're not. So they're not
but
early morning.
The bad thing for me is I'm going to bed at midnight. The latest I went to bed was 1 a.m. But I still got up at 4.
But what's the sun doing? I mean, is it how late? What time does it come up?
Gets dark about 9:45 at night at the moment.
Yeah.
Wow. And again, it gets light at 3 a.m.
About 3:30, 3:45.
Wow. You must have been so messed up with your sleeping cycle.
No, I would throw the clock out the window. I would just go by that.
All right. Well, we gotta wrap this up. Running out of time.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. I recommend everyone, like I said.
Why don't you give a shout out to the people what are the people's names who flew? What are the people's names who brought you in?
Victor Sharman. I think Victor Sharman was the promoter brought me over, and all the other people were Vladimir, like all Russian names, of course, but they're spelt different. And
look, Victor, Vladimir, John and I are willing to come over there anytime you want to bring us over on Emirates.
We will gladly be there.
I got the clothing company over there.
And we'll even make sure we eat on the plane and we don't have to feed it.
You don't want to get off the plane. We can just stay on the plane.
I love the plane rides. I do like
that's one of those planes. If they say we're going to be on the tarmac for 2 hours, you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
We could save them a lot of money. Just do the seminar from the airport. We'll fly in.
John, we should have like an ayahuasca ceremony on that airplane, man. It would be like a freaking.
Well, got like 3 different companies at the moment in Russia talking to me. They're coming up with numbers who want to sponsor me so they can bring me back more often.
Oh, perfect. Tell them you need an entourage.
Right. When you're negotiating your contract, you say, look, I got these guys, we've been with them. We've been together a long time, and I got to bring them with me.
That's right.
And the money over there, I think the salaries are like, some of them basic salaries are like $20,000 a month or something. So when I went to this shop and I brought it,
he's going to move there, John. He's going to move there. I know it already. He's going to move there.
I went to this one shop and this old lady's helping me. We're using the Google Translator, and at the end, I think their monthly wage is like 15,000 rupees or ruples or whatever. So at the end of the thing, she's like, "Thank you. You're very pleasant." And I said, "Thank you for all your help." And I gave her 5,000, whatever, and she couldn't believe it. She's like,
"You're very generous. We already know that." Like,
you gave a kid a watch.
He just got off a $20,000 flight to John. So,
Yeah, you get off a $20,000 flight, you feel generous. Here, you can have this leather Hermes shaving kit.
He gave away all his stuff. He went home with
$20,000. We think about that $20,000 for the flight. That's some people's American dollars. That's some people's yearly salary.
Right. But you know what? Those guys will write it off as a business expense. So it's not like they can just hand you cash. It's not the same thing.
No.
Plus, you don't even know if you have taxes in Russia.
They did hand me a couple of thousand American dollars. Well, in rupees, but it's equivalent to American dollars. He goes, "This is just for you to go buy souvenirs and stuff."
Oh, really?
Wow.
Wait, you got the royal treatment for sure.
Yeah,
Lee's trip to Russia is making the Middle East guys look like they're cheap.
This is why I was telling people when I was putting up the photos, and they all going about war. I said, "Listen, I'm here to support fellow bodybuilders. Anyone that talks about the war and bullshit, I'm just going to block you." I've had a gut for it because I'm here to support athletes and fellow people in the bodybuilding scene. This has nothing to do with political shit, but for some reason people don't understand that. So I just block them down. Like,
right.
Good.
Well,
good.
I'll go. I don't care.
I'll go too.
All right. Well,
we could even share a room.
John, and John, you can get plenty of good shirts when you're there, John.
Yes. I'm gonna. Well, I'll bring some of these, and I'll do some trading. You know,
that's right.
That's why I was worried because I had hoodie shirts, camouflage clothing.
Did you see Alex Fedorov when you were there at all?
I was meant to meet up with him one day to train with him, but then something happened. I didn't.
Oh. Yeah. His father. I know he owns his own gym there. It's pretty nice, supposedly. So.
I went to one gym called Pro 5 Fitness, and it was a great gym. Just there's no other shit but bodybuilding equipment. I mean, it had really good. That's where I did that big seminar. Good Vito was at the first time. Huge crowd, and that was wonderful.
So Good Vito lives in Moscow or outside?
I think he's living in Brazil. He's sponsored by Black Skull.
That's right. But I'm saying, where is he from? Moscow?
I think he must be from over there somewhere, because a week before Dennis Wolf was over in Russia. I saw on his Instagram.
Oh, well, Dennis Wolf knows. He's like, man, I'm getting flown there first class. I'm going, man.
Yeah,
the amount of hate I got when I said I was going, I'm unfollowing you. How can you go there supporting Booth? And I'm like, I'm not supporting.
It's amazing how many followers he's got, John. Everyone's always unfollowing him, yet he has.
And that's what I say to him. I say to him, well, thank you for the heads up that you're going to unfollow me, because when I do my nightly head count, I'll be wondering where you're fucking going.
Right. You want to ferret out all the fucking morons? Have Lee say something.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter what it is, good, bad, in the middle, and they'll come out of the freaking
woodwork. Once I wear that
woodwork.
Russian flag shirt with Putin on, I'm sure I can get rid of another.
I'm sure.
Right. All right, I got to wrap up, guys.
Right.
Lee, thanks for sharing those stories from Russia.
Lee, thank you.
I have to send John a picture. I got my Camaro wrapped. It's a nice black.
Oh, I want to see it
with metallic gold. I'm going to a car show today. I'll send you something.
Wow.
Now, send us pictures. Don't use the buttery spread from Wendy's. The bacon,
stay away from that shit.
Eat it. Don't be like Dave. Just fucking eat it.
I'll tell you something. The doubles are great, and I haven't had a triple from Wendy's yet, but I think I might get a triple tomorrow.
And Emirates, I want to apologize if you got to restock that first class suite. I'm very sorry, but my mum likes gifts. Okay.
There you go. And
I run a raffle too. I run a raffle. I get a free night in Newcastle. I went to a car show and I won a raffle at this posh hotel.
John, he's firing. This guy is firing on all cylinders, man.
I know.
VIP suite at the hotel.
I better not hear that you like committed suicide or anything like that, because you're on a very big high.
Yeah, we would never believe it.
Yeah. So if I do die, I did not Epstein myself. The government.
I won't believe that you committed suicide.
If you and Hillary Clinton never met.
No, I hope I haven't met her.
All right, we're wrapping up, guys. We'll see you again next week on the Palumbo Podcast.
Patrick Bet David. Don't forget, allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right.
Oh, that's his shirt? I like it.